Hey Pisces, this is going to be your January 2022 astrological sign prediction by yours truly, Angie. So let's hop into it, Pisces, and see what January is going to bring for you this month in terms of your life at this time. So I don't even know what Spirit's going to bring forward, but let's tap in and see what's going on. So the first card we have here is Rest and Rejuvenation in reverse, followed by, oh gosh, Achievements and Firm Foundations in reverse, and the Waiting Game in reverse. So I feel like they want me to reshuffle, so let's see. So I'm going to reshuffle, guys, and see what Spirit wants me to bring forward for you at this time, Pisces. Little SMR practice, I think. What is it called? Like where people like the sounds of shuffling. Some people are like that. They like that. So let's see what Spirit wants to bring forward for Pisces for January 2022, please. My guide Arnold, can you come forward to help me? So Shadow. Okay. We have moving on. And last but not least, for Pisces, we have Triumphant and Success. That's nice. That's excellent. So what I'm hearing for you, Pisces, is that you had to go within to face yourself. So it seems like you had started to do a little bit of shadow work. I'm hearing for a lot of you, the ending of 2021 definitely brought forward some harsh endings and new beginnings, and even realities for a lot of you in some cases. I feel like you went, because this is a card number 9, because 8 plus 1 is 9. So you had to basically go within. So you went hermit mode to face yourself in terms of all the positives, all the negatives, but specifically in this case, your shadow self. And what you realized was that, I'm hearing for a lot of you, you had a lot of self-limiting beliefs about yourself. I'm hearing that some of you may have even been living in a lot of fantasy and illusion in terms of your life and your life purpose. I just saw 222 on the clock. So 222 I know is all about balance and stability. So right now you are or were being tempered by Spirit to face your shadow. So I'm hearing that you went through a lot of losses. For some of you, you could have experienced some death in the family, or just the death of the ego. I feel with this card is really what's being represented. So you went through like a death of the ego, the death of your perception of how you viewed yourself, in order to face the reality of the life that you created. And what you realized was that you weren't happy, right? So this shadow work that you did back in the ending of the year, I'm hearing for a lot of you, or even closer to the end of the year, you started to really look at, you know, kind of like, I know it's a bit cheesy, but like New Year's resolutions. What is it I want? What will make me happy? And you realize that where you're currently at, it's not a loving situation, right? If you are in a connection with someone, you realize that it's not a loving, harmonious connection. This connection that you have with this person is definitely very toxic, or if you're involved in a work situation or a third party or whatever it might want to be, you've decided, Pisces, that the situation was very toxic and it wasn't what you wanted. So now you've realized that you're moving on. You're not happy where you were at, and now you want to move on to create change for yourself and have that happy ever after. And so Spirit is just coming through to say that you're going to be successful with whatever decision that you choose, Pisces, right? So because you did the work on yourself prior, I'm also hearing that I could be channeling for Virgo as well, because Pisces is the opposite polarity of Virgo. So you did some introspection, and so now you're recognizing and realizing that you want to have this triumphant, successful beginning for yourself. So Spirit, can you tell me a little bit about pile number, or who am I saying pile? Pisces shadow self? What was Pisces facing, Spirit, that made them have to go within? Okay. What was Pisces facing, Spirit? So they were facing, we have the Magician. So again, this is just telling me a lot about, you know, the Magician is someone who is able to manifest or able to create that new beginning. So I'm hearing for a lot of you, you were facing kind of like a writer's block or creative block, basically, where nothing was really working out for you. I think that you were facing someone or something that had a lot of deception or trickery, a lot of confusion, just like a lot of things that were not true to who you are. So if this was a love connection that made you go within to have to face your shadow, Spirit is just confirming that this person brought a lot of illusion to you, Pisces, where you were just thinking that things would be different between you and this person. But now you recognize that the person that you're inquiring about, if this is a love interest, I'm feeling very strongly for Pisces, this was related to love. This person was very deceptive, and now you could have invested a lot of resources in this person, I'm hearing, for a lot of cases, or you just thought that you were manifesting this new beginning. But what you realized was that this person was being very deceitful, very deceptive, and very untrustworthy. And so now you're ready to basically manifest that new beginning and shift your perception, shift what has happened in order to face the reality of what this person really is and what they represent. And this is a card number 1. So this is all about endings to have new beginnings happen for you. So because you did the work, Spirit, I'm hearing, is going to be rewarding you very soon for all of your work that you've put in, right? So we have the Knight of Water in reverse. So again, this was definitely a romantic interest, I'm hearing very strongly for you, Pisces, where you had invested in a love connection, but it led to a lot of emotional loss is what I'm hearing for a lot of you. There was definitely somebody who was very deceptive, very manipulative, and someone who was just into a lot of fantasy, right? They were very moody. They were very lackluster of emotional towards you. And they very much felt like this was someone who you thought would have brought you that happy ending, but you realize that this person is nothing but a deceit. So you had to release this individual and move on. Yeah, this person, we have the Seven of Water in reverse, right, Pisces? So this person was someone who really brought a lot of confusion and distortion to your perception. So they basically had their own issues and distorted views of life and love in general, which led to a lot of you being distracted from your purpose, right? So you had to go within to really recognize that you had been investing in someone that wasn't investing back in you. So you recognize that now you needed to create some boundary settings, I'm hearing, for a lot of you with this person and what they represented, right? So we have the Two of Air in reverse. So again, coming out of the illusion, right? Recognizing that this connection, this situationship that you were in was not where you wanted to be at. So because of that, you ended the connection. And so now you're focusing on yourself and building that happily ever after for you instead of investing in this individual. And so a lot of cases I'm hearing as well that you, Pisces, were able to break through with that emotional loss, right? Where you felt very empty, very drained, very unhappy with this person, right? And then we have the Seven of Fire at the back, right? So now you're making decisions to stand your ground and to stand up for what it is that you believe in, right? You believe that you want happily ever after. You want love. You want, you know, that sense of stability. So you realize that in order to get this or to manifest this, you have to release things in which no longer serve you. So you're making a lot of decisions, Pisces, to create your own happiness. You realize that you don't need someone to do that. You can do this by just being happy with yourself. So here we have the Gemini. So with that being said, this is also relating to, again, I'm hearing from Spirit that you are definitely relying a lot on your flexible nature, and also just learning how to adapt, right? And connect with your inner truth. And you're transforming very rapidly, Pisces, as depicted, a butterfly, right? So here we have Uranus. So I'm seeing a thunderbolt. This reminds me a lot of the Tower. So you definitely experienced a Tower moment in your connection with someone. which then allowed you to have that breakthrough, that aha moment, right? So this is just confirming what I talked about. So that breakthrough moment allowed you to have an awakening of some sort, to have that self-realization that you were investing in someone or something that was not for your highest good. And so now you're learning how to develop more discipline for your life and yourself. And you're realizing that you have to be more practical with yourself, right? This is calling for you to also have a sense of maturity as well in a lot of cases, where you're no longer investing and giving your power away to someone who doesn't respect you the way that you respected them. So let's see from this deck here, Believe in Your Own Magic. It's a cute little deck. I love it. Let's see, Pisces. What else the Spirit wants you to know at this time? So Spirit, thank you. So we have Castle. It's time for healing now, not war. So again, this is where Spirit is coming in to say that you're focusing on your own healing, self-discovery, and becoming that better version of yourself, which is what you've been doing, which is why Spirit wants you to know that you will be victorious, right? You will be able to triumph over your obstacles and tribulations because you took that time out to heal. And Spirit is just coming in to confirm that even though this might be a challenging time for you, Pisces, rest assured, you can do it. You have what it takes. And you know what you need for yourself now because you had that epiphany, right? That aha, that wake-up call that dropped, I'm hearing, for a lot of you in 2021. In some cases, where you recognize that where you were at was not bringing you that sense of stability, and so you left. So Spirit is calling for you to also have a lot of patience, and I'm noticing this is again a 5, and this is also a 5. 5s are all about challenges and changes. So when it comes to time, so confidence comes with time and patience. So Spirit is asking you to recognize that you have everything, and I'm noticing the sword here, just like the sword was depicted over here. So a lot of sword of truth energy for you, Pisces, right? Triumph and success. So confidence comes with time and practice, right? So I'm going to tell you, when I started my YouTube channel, I was really scared, like, would people like my content? What would I do, right? But what I've realized is that this is actually helping me build my confidence in myself and know that, you know, people do actually like my stuff, right? Or else nobody would subscribe to my channel. No one would like my videos. Nobody would reach out to me for readings. Like, there's so many things that I recognize, right? And so Spirit is calling for you to recognize that your confidence will be built as time progresses, Pisces. Don't worry. I'm hearing for a lot of you, this situation actually bruised your ego. But Spirit is letting you know that, just know that things are going to get better as time progresses and you start to, you know, transform into that better version of yourself. So this is a message from your guides from Spirit. So let's hear what they have to say. So, dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws. And we view the creations of Spirit in total awe. All its unique yet part of unity of existence, but the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your ideas of perfection and see through the eyes, allowing things to be as they are, without judgment. Don't wait until the perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all of its flawsomeness. You are exactly what you are supposed to be. Let others be who they are too. Imperfect and human, complex or simple, it doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you'll uncover the real treasure in which will be far more interesting and valuable. Loving you like crazy, Spirit. So Spirit is basically calling you, Pisces, to recognize and realize, and I feel like this could resonate as well very heavily for Virgo, or if you have Virgo sun, moon, or rising, because Virgo is all about perfectionism, which is why you are the opposite polarity of them, Pisces, where sometimes we can get wrapped up in our ideas of what we thought, right? So if it's love, we sometimes think that love is supposed to happen exactly like this, or this is how it's supposed to go. But Spirit is saying that sometimes through endings makes way for a new beginning. So this is calling for you to trust yourself and to know that right now you are on your own path of healing, right? And self-discovery and building your confidence in yourself. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much. If this reading resonates, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Till we meet again, take care. Bye.